Slack chat. Showing. Pop out. Another day, another set of kanji. All right, here we go. All right, let's start. Got myself a new notebook. I'm actually, we got 2 people. Nice. Check this out. So, I actually started studying kanji like a couple months after COVID started, and I was just like, dude, I wanna actually get learn. So I've managed to fill up literally. Oh, the light's so bright, but all these books of just writing, and I finished my second one yesterday, so I'm pretty proud of that one. And now, officially on part 3, Journey to N1. Let's see how far we can get. So, and I did test my little Anki voice recording, and it sounds like it does transfer over. So, or I mean, it does play through the speakers, so everyone should be able to hear. Everyone's like one person, but should be able to hear it. So that's good. So I guess hopefully one day people will start practicing along with me, trying to write down the kanji that they hear. That'd be kind of cool, right? But here we go. Ho takara. Ho takara. Treasure. Takara. Nice. Okay.
い映る映す
い映る映す like 移動映る okay good
刺すさ
sasu I got this one wrong yesterday sasu sa like difference jisa time difference
条件の件
joken Let's see if this works. All right.
かに
荷物 Nice.
担担ぐ担う
他人担ぐ担う to take on burden bear undertake 他人担当
拾う集十
hero pick up 集中習得習得
連連れる
連すれる。連れていく。連続 Let's see if I get this one right. Nice. I have little mnemonics or tricks to remember all the little kanjis. I mean, not all of them, but some of them you just naturally develop. I don't go out of my way to develop mnemonics, but I definitely try to if it's a kanji that gives me a little bit of difficulty. Sometimes there's some characters that are hard to visualize. So for this one, it's tsureru, right? So it's like you tsureteiku, you take somewhere. And so the way I imagine it is like you got a car, right? And then you dash off and you take them somewhere. It's corny, but it works. I don't know.
竹竹
Chikutake, bamboo.
関攻める
Seki, semeru. It's like sekinin, right? Mm-hmm. No. Yes. Semeru, sekin, burden, blame.
泣く急
Naku, Q, cry.
一番の番
I got this one wrong yesterday. Sometimes, and I mentioned this yesterday, kanji are so simple that you just underestimate them when you're trying to remember them. And so when you get to them, you'll just randomly have brain farts.
剣肩
Ken, kata, shoulder.
酒酒
Sake, shu, easy, right? Umeshu, sake, alcohol. No. Easy enough.
To 凍る凍える
To, koru, kogoeru. So another kanji that I had to have a mnemonic for just because there's so many different water frozen related kanji, right? You got like tsumetai, you got, but then that kind of looks like mizu, which kind of looks like kori, and then this is another one. So I had to remember a way to identify this one specifically, right? To koru kogoeru. So it's like when I hear to, it's like to higashi, like east, and this kanji essentially is just these two marks and then an east. So that helps me remember that.
南南
Okay, I just learned these yesterday. I think Minami, south. Damn. Oh, I already forgot it. This is what it's all about. Now I gotta check the stroke order. Do I get it right? Okay, non-minami. So it's like chicken namban. I remember that. One of my favorite foods in Japan. And minami. That's just south.
こう構う構える
Ko, kamau, kamayu. Kekko, right? No. Posture. Bill kamaimasen. No problem.
質締める示す
Shitsu, shimeru, shimesu. Shitsu, shimeru, shimesu. Could it just be damp? I'm gonna try damp. Yes. Shike.
犯犯す
Han, okasu, commit a crime. Hanzai, okasu.
南南
again. Okay, I should have it this time. Nice.
地域の域
Chi-iki. No iki. It's like territory. Nice.
Hokoku no koku
Hokoku no koku. This is one of those kanjis that I had down for a long time, and then the gap between the last time it appeared was so long that I just forgot it. Good.
声声書
Koe sei sho. Voice.
やめる字
Yameru ji. No. That should be it. Resign word. Okay. Jisho, right?
は波
Ha. Nami. Wave. Just a wave. All right.
歌詞の詞
Kashi no shi. Like word. Like ko shi, like adjective. Shi. Word, parts of speech. Nice.
説設ける
Setsu mokeru. This is like sette, I think.
たまう給
Tamaokyu. This is like to earn money. Kyuryo or kyushoku. Nice.
耳字
Ji, mimi, ears.
低低い
Low. But do I remember the kanji? Let's see. Got it. Nice.
北北
Oh shit. I just learned this yesterday. Hokukita. It's like it's a weird kanji to write. Ah, barely missed it. Okay. So I'm supposed to come up a little bit here.
敵的
Teki mato. This is like a target. But it's also like type of thing. Like gutai teki, clearly. Right?
ローオイルふける
Oiru fukeru. Old. Old people. Rojin. Fuketeru. Kao. Kao ga fuketeru.
状況の状
Jokyo no jo. I think that's right. This one kind of gives me a little trouble with the stroke order. Sometimes. Nice.
北北
Hoku kita. Oh, we just did this. So I guess the trick is the bottom line. Damn, I gotta get that. So I decided to actually So I was doing some research on how I can make this an actual like interactive stream. And the plan I have in my head right now is basically I'm going to have this camera, and I looked up that I could actually get an iPad Air and stream the screen. So I can be writing on the iPad, and that part of the screen will be on like what y'all see. But then I can have multi-stream inputs, right? So I'll have my camera showing me, I'll have my screen showing like gshow.org, which I use as a reference for stroke order, and then my Anki screen, and then also what I'm writing. So I can point out things about kanji that I've noticed and I've learned and kind of interact hopefully with everybody. And then y'all can kind of see me mess up or just kind of do dumb things or, maybe get going like a nice little streak, but we'll see. For now, it's all textbook and just very simplified. We just got to do what we got to do. Oh, we actually got somebody in the chat. Hey, what's going on? Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this. Sushant. I am back, kind of. I'm trying to be back. Like, I mentioned this in my last live stream that I'm gonna have a little life update video, hopefully coming out this weekend, where I'm gonna talk about my experience in Japan. I came back, like you're saying, right? And then also to show a little bit of content that I had recorded and left over. But that'll give more details. But essentially, I did move back to the States actually over 3 years ago. So I moved, we're not over 3 years. Has it been 3 years already? I moved back October 2017. And, a lot of different reasons. Like it got to the point where I felt like the workplace was just like, I still was enjoying it, but I wasn't getting challenged out of it. And I was like, all right, I want to come back here eventually again, here being Japan. But I got to kind of strategize and kind of refocus my skills and really come back to do something where I can do something meaningful and have a career which has like progression. And so I came back. I'm working now at a pretty big company, which is pretty cool. I'm actually finishing. I'm going to graduate with my MBA here in a couple of weeks. And the plan, fingers crossed, is to move back to Japan at the end of the year. I do have a girlfriend who I've been with for over 8 years now, and she's Japanese. So the plan is to just get married and move over there, unless COVID just keeps things up over there because it's stopping me from making any moves. Originally I was supposed to be there last year, but obviously that didn't work out. But yeah, so that's the general gist of it. I'll try to explain in more detail about about what the plan is, what happened, and all that good stuff in my video itself. But I'm trying to get back and trying to, utilize this channel to, I guess, create, like, it's good for me too. So I have been studying Japanese, and I've just been doing it by myself during this COVID time. And it's nice to be able to just have a little study group, like whether it's one person or 50 people or whatever in the chat, it's nice to just be able to not be talking to myself when I'm making mistakes, or, people could interact with me or even study with me, which is what I would love to see. But, that's the initial plan. But I mean, we'll see how it works out. I don't think I've ever seen a study channel before. So I thought that idea would be kind of cool, especially for Japanese, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks for posting. It's cool to have some activity in the chat. But anyways, off to my next kanji characters. I just did kita, hoku, north.
Seki, kan, kakawaru.
Seki, kan, kakawaru, like kankei. Seki, kan, kakawaru, connection barrier.
O wa yawaragu, nagomu.
O wa yawaragu, nagomu, like washoku, Japan.
Hai, yabureru.
Hai, yabureru. So this is like shippai, failure.
Tekito no teki.
Tekito. So I always miss like the last teki, the tekimato wa tekito. But I think it's this. Oh shit. No, I got it wrong. Gotta do that one again.
Kanosei no sei, shou.
Kanosei no sei. All right. Seikaku kanosei hiesho.
Seifuku no sei.
Seifuku no sei. I think that's just it by itself, right? Nice. Seifuku no sei. All right. Got that one right.
Nan, minami.
Nan Minami. South. Good, got it. Still got 59 to go. Damn.
非常の日。
非常の日. Let's see if we got this right. Ah, I forgot the little squiggly at the end. Damn it. Stuff like that pisses me off.
聖書顧みる省く。
Seisho kairimiru habuku. This is like hansei or monbusho, government office, or like self-reflection. Right? All right, cool.
某も望む。
Bo mo nozomu, like kibo, right? Shit, I think it's like this. Sweet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that iPad, man. I think it'll be fun. Plus, it's as nice as it is to have like a bunch of notebooks I can look back on. Because I actually did this. I used to do this lame thing where it's not lame, but I would write like a little diary entry at the top of like this part. God damn, this light is really bright. Oh, right here. This part right here, I'd write a little diary every day. And it's nice to be able to look back and stuff. But in the end, my girl sent me like an actual 5-year diary. So I started writing like diary entries in that. But so now there's no real need for me to have this like a volume of notebooks anyways. I could just save the stuff that I'm working on in the notes. So I think I am going to get that iPad and start on this whole thing. So we'll see.
外、下、外、外す。
Okay, I obviously know what this one means, but do I remember how to write it? That's the problem. I think I do. Nice. Simple but deceptive. Gai, like gai kokujin. Soto, like outside. Hazusu, hazureru, so like separator. Even lose.
駐車場の駐。
Chushajo no chu. Okay.
積、積もる。
Seki tsumoru. Okay, so this is like mitsumori, like to take a estimate of something. So it would be this thing. I think so. Yes.
Ben、便、頼り。
Ben bin tayori, like bendi or yubin kyoku. Nice. Convenient.
憎、憎む。
Zo nikumu, to like hate something. I think it's this. Ooh, I hope I get this right. Let's see. Sweet. Got it. All right. Moving on to the next one. So zo nikumu, hate.
騎士、ガン。
Oh shit. Kishigan. I think this is like shore, like beach shore. Kishigan. Let's see if I can get this right. Yes, dude. I'm on a roll right now. Feeling good. Kaigan. Kawagishi.
木、肌。
Ki Hada, skin. That's easy. Another way. So remember, I was talking about how kanjis that look similar, a lot of times they'll have one or two readings that are the same. So ki, hada, right? So that is like the moon and this little squiggly thing. And again, I'm sorry, I wish I could show y'all. I guess I can show y'all on this thing. So it has this. Can you see? This isn't even focusing right, bro. I wish I could show y'all better. But once the equipment comes in, it'll be a lot better. But anyways, so it's ki hada, right? But then it has the moon and then this kind of like thing. And then there's another kanji for desk, right? Tsukue ki. And I just want to double check so I don't have my foot in my mouth. Tsukue. Yeah, ki tsukue. So ki tsukue and ki hada. Both of them have the word ki in it, right? And that is the hint that there's something similar about them, which is that kind of squiggly thing. And one thing about body parts, again, these are just things I'm noticing. I'm not studying via like a textbook or anything. I just have a giant list of kanji characters that I look at, and then I just go down the list learning them. So there's no rhyme or reason to the way I'm like learning stuff. So I'm kind of just figuring stuff out on my own. And one of the things I noticed was whenever it's like a body part, it'll tend to have, not always, but tend to have the little moon in front of it before the other stuff comes in. And so ki tsukue will have it's wood, right? So ki like desk, wood, and then the little squiggly thing, and then ki hada, so you know it's a body part, so it's gonna have a little moon in the squiggly thing. That's how I remember the difference. It's pretty easy kanji, but it's one of those things that helps me like remember whenever it's an organ, like, oh, it's probably gonna have the moon character in front of it, and then that's how I kind of help, I guess, just stay in my head.
Iru kyo.
Iru kyo, to exist or to reside. All right.
So, arasou, arasoi.
Arasoi, so like senso. No, shit. Oh man, come on. Nice.
Matsurigoto, sei, show.
Oh shit, matsurigoto. Oh, I have completely just forgot what this kanji is. Matsurigoto, sei, show. I give up. Ooh, damn, totally forgot that one. Politics, seiji. Shit.
To, noboru.
Noboru, like climb. Tojo. Okay.
Ka, ge, shita, shimo, sageru, kudaru, orosu.
Dude, I was complaining about this nonstop yesterday. So the simpler the kanji, I feel like the more freaking readings there are. And although like it's easy to write, right? Like shita, it's super easy to write, but there's so many different possible ways you can read it that it's so easy to miss you. It's really hard to figure out the reading of a kanji when the more possibilities there are of a character, right? So, if you see a word, a kanji compound that has the shita kanji in it, like for example, gezan, which is to descend a mountain. Like you have the shita kanji and then the mountain kanji. But because there's so many pronunciations, if you don't know that word and you're trying to sound it out, that's where it becomes difficult. Could it be kazan, which actually just means volcano, but it would just be with the downwards with the shita kanji. Gezan, which is right. Could it be shitazan? Sometimes it'll be something like that. I don't know. That's one thing that's kind of hard, where it's one of those you have to just practice and get it. But that's one of those things that are frustrating for me with the simpler kanji. So I mentioned this yesterday as well. I am working backwards as far as kanji difficulty goes. I started off last July with like a list of just N2 kanji, which were about like, I don't know, 700 something. And I worked my way through them and finished all those kanji like in February or so. Then I went to N3, and now I'm actually just doing N4. So by the time I'm done with N4 to N, because N5 has no kanji, right? So it'll be N4 to N2. It should theoretically be 1,000 characters that I know and I can write and read and stuff like that. Initially, my plan was just to kind of grind those 1,000, really kind of put it in my head. But if I'm going to do this channel, I think I'm just going to march on ahead and start learning some N1 kanji and just, begin the journey to N1 mastery. So they say it's like 2,000 to 2,500 characters or something that you need for N1. 2,500, I think, is on the higher end, to be honest with you, because that's a lot of characters. But yeah, I think I'm just going to start after I finish these 1,000 up to N2 level kanji, just start grinding N1 kanji. And I do like to do like 6 characters a day. It's not that many. The goal is to make little daily progress, right? It's a long game. Like I'm learning to write the characters. I'm not just memorizing them. And so you got to play the long game. You got to be repetitive. You got to really kind of drill every single character within you. But I like to make progress little by little. So I'd like to do 6 characters a day. When it's just N3 kanji, it's super easy. You just kind of breeze through all of them. I'm sorry, N4. Like literally my first 10 kanji on this N4 list were ichi, ni, san, shi, right? So that's easy. But then when you get to more kind of difficult kanji, which are more intricate or have, more complicated meanings or something like that, then you got to put more time into them. But that's where the, repetition and all that stuff comes in. 1 second, Rep. I'll lock this door. Sorry guys, ever since COVID started, I just had my parents come live with me for the time being. I mean, we're Pakistani, right? So we have a very community-based culture or whatever. And I was just worried about the health. My dad has like health things. So I was like, just stay here. We'll take care of you. So I don't want them barging in the middle of the stream or whatever. So that's why I just left the door. Yeah, so that's my little thing on kanji. So that's the plan. The plan is to march ahead into N1, and I don't know, I might start incorporating different types of study days. Like have my main focus is still going to be kanji, but maybe have like grammar days and have reading days. That sounds kind of boring, right? Like I don't think that would be fun for the stream. But and then I'm really planning. I really want to have like live conversations, so you guys can hear what it's like when a foreigner is interacting with a Japanese, foreigner being me. When I say foreigner in this context, of course, I just mean a non-Japanese person interacting with a Japanese person in just straight up Japanese mixed with a little bit of English, just having general dialogue. I think that'd be kind of interesting. So hold on. Acha. Come on. Jack, go. Come on, boy. Good boy. Hey, right here on the bed. Good boy. Sorry, guys. There goes my dog. His name is Shaka. He's a good boy. All right. So, yeah. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next one. And again, I know there's 3 people here, and you guys just see me and you hear the kanjis, and it's not very interesting. So, I appreciate y'all even just tuning in. But it's going to get better. It will. I promise you that. But here we go.
Hoku kita.
Hoku kita, north. And feel free, if you are a kanji, what breed is he? He is a Rottweiler Pit Bull mix. He's kind of tired right now, but let me see if we can. Shaka, come here. Come on. I don't think he's going to come. He's got his nice little fluffy bed just chilling. Come here, Shaka. Come on. He's not getting off that bed, man. It's like Tempur-Pedic. He's chilling. Yeah, so. But yeah, he's cool. He's just super energetic, so I gotta walk him multiple times. I run several times a week, and he's one of those dogs that will just be with you the whole time. So it's nice to have that, but when he's in chill mode, he just kicks back. Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's pretty cute. He does his own thing. He's really nice, but yeah, like I said, crazy energetic. So, Sushant, am I saying your name right? Have you followed the channel for long, or did you were you following it back when I was actually uploading, or did you find it later on when I was just AWOL for a long time?
適当の適。
適当の適。suitable 適当。
非常の非。
非常。like extremely, right? 非常に可愛い or something. Yeah, I was following 6 years ago when you did that apartment. Oh, damn, dude, I appreciate that. That's pretty cool, man. See, like, you know, I appreciate that, man. And like, and one of the reasons I was kind of motivated to do something, right? I want to do something, was because I kept getting like emails and like comments, and people would comment on my friends' channels being like, hey, whatever happened to that guy? And I felt bad for just kind of disappearing. I will say, like, my last upload was like in February 2017. So there was like several months where I was just being like lazy. Like I had a couple things recorded that I just didn't have. I just never ended up uploading. And of course, things like wrapping life up over there, it took my time up, but that's still no excuse. So I feel bad for leaving people just, you know, without any sort of context as to what happened. But honestly, I felt also a little self-conscious. I'm just like, dude, my whole channel is based off of people not being interested in me, the person, but being in Japan. So I was like, people probably wouldn't really care or notice, but it was nice to see people actually came back and, you know, watched. So that was pretty cool.
外、下、外、外す。
外、下、外、外す。Get out of here. No way. You follow my brother? So wait, you followed me, you found me first, then you found Goofy, and then you found out that Goofy was my brother? If so, that is crazy, man. Okay, so funny story about yeah, Goofy's my brother. He's my little brother. So, dude, that's wild. So yeah, he's been obviously a Halo player since like 2008 or something. And you know, I was with him with the whole MLG ride. I've been to like 20 MLG events with him, because he started playing when he was like 14 years old, and we couldn't just let him go by himself. So I've been involved with the Halo community for a long time. Of course, stopped when he became old enough, but that's wild. Yeah, he still plays. Will, thanks for the comment, man. What are your future plans with this channel? So, all right, so here's what I'm envisioning right now. And of course, I'm always open to feedback. Right now, I live in San Antonio, Texas. There's nothing to vlog in San Antonio, Texas. Let's just put it that way. This is my hometown. I came back to, you know, come back and reassess my career. So I'm back and I'm working at like a company in L&D, learning and development. I'm finishing on my MBA. My plan is to hopefully by the end of this year move back to Japan where I can continue on some like content. But for now, you know, I'm thinking of turning this into a daily like study channel where I talk about Japanese language more so than, you know, content itself. Kind of have a more this type of interaction all the time. And then when I move back to Japan, kind of have that traditional vlogish type of content, right? So it's going to be basically, I'm going to get an iPad. My plan is to get like, and I've been doing a little bit of research on how this is going to work, but I'm going to have like a screen set up to where what y'all see on the screen will be not just me like it is right now, but you'll see my face. You'll see my desktop screen with the Anki kanji characters that pop up. And then you'll also have a screen of my iPad as I'm writing kanji characters, and you can study along with me or something like that, ask questions and all that good stuff. Kind of have something like that. Basically a language-focused channel for now, until I can get to a place where I can do, you know, more actual Japan-based content. Yep, since Halo 3, I follow his channels. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so I've always been getting on his butt to stream regularly. Sushant, like, he works now too, right? He's like in supply chain, he's doing his thing. But now he's trying to get back into commentating, and he's doing pretty good, I think. But I think with how the lag between like Halo 5 and Infinite, it really kind of messed up the competitive scene for Halo. So I'm glad that he found a way to stay involved without having to really dedicate so much of his time to competing and stuff like that. Because, I mean, you know the game, right? Unless you have an org that's fixed, there's a lot of roster changes and you got to practice a lot. And I think with his 9 to 5, it became kind of too hectic for him. So what job would I want? So actually right now I'm a project manager. I would probably want to keep that job. So like I worked pretty hard to get here. So like and that actually might be another good topic for a video, transitioning out of teaching in Japan, what you can do to leverage that experience, because I feel like a lot of people just tend to come back to their home country and get lost, but you really do come back with a skill set, a facilitation skill set. And for some reason, not for some reason, that's just not taught to people. Like that is a leverageable talent and experience that you can use in like HR careers. And that's kind of what I did. I went into HR. Started off as like a contractor for, I don't want to give too much information, but like at a like a Fortune 100 company. And, you know, I grinded, kind of worked hard and got brought in full time. And then I just transitioned to a project manager in HR. So that's what I'm doing now. Nice. Looking forward to the new content. Keep it up. You will appreciate that, man. I'm going to try studying Japanese. Thankfully, I've really turned it into a no matter what happens, I do it type of thing. So the content will be like steady, like it'll be daily around evening time. You know, I don't think it's going to be as fun as like, you know, me showing you guys, you know, like me eating bear meat or stuff like that, like I did in Japan. But I think for the people that are interested in the language, it could offer like a nice little space to get motivation to study and have like those study sessions with a group of people or something. So we'll see. I might even just link it up with the Discord. Who knows? But yeah. Wow, this is the most interactive chat I've ever had. This is pretty cool. All right, so okay, so the last kanji I had was
Fukuda no fuku.
So fuku is the kanji. And funny thing about this, so I like having, of course, it's nice to have mnemonics or ways to remember the character, right? So my teacher, when I was in college, her name was Fukuda, and so the way I remember this kanji is just
Fukuda no fuku.
So I remember it by her name. Corny, but it works. All right, got it.
Matsurigoto sei shou.
All right, we just had this one and I made a mistake on it. Matsurigoto, shit. Matsurigoto sei shou. Why am I forgetting this, dude? I forget. I give up. Seiji. Shit. Okay. Seiji. Matsurigoto sei shou.
Kyou go tsuyoi.
Kyou go tsuyoi. Strong. Something's missing here. Shoot, I knew I forgot something.
Hakobu.
Hakobu. Wow, I'm on a streak of just not remembering the characters. Hakobu.
Hakobu.
Oh, like unten? There we go. Sweet. Unten. Hakobu, to like carry.
Retsu.
Retsu, like a row or line. That doesn't look right. It was right. Cool.
Shin, arata, atarashi.
Shin, arata, atarashi. This is where stroke order comes in because I forget, man. Cool. Got it.
Shu, ju, narau.
Shu, ju, narau. Like renshu. Narau, like to learn. Nice. And for those of y'all that are here, if you guys are interested in kanji, try to see if you can write the characters down or you recognize the characters when you hear the sound. I think it'll be kind of cool, like a way to practice or whatever. So,
On, in, oto.
On, in, oto, like ondo, like sound. But shoot, do I remember this? I think that's right. Sweet. On, in, oto, ongaku, fukuon. No, fukuin.
皮膚科のふ
Hifuka no fu, skin. Nice.
帽子の棒
Boshi no bo. And I was also thinking, for those of y'all that are actually here, should I stick with YouTube like streams, like the YouTube live streams, or do you think this would be better on like Twitch? I feel like because I already have like it's only like 1,600 subscribers, but if I already have like subscribers here, it might be better to stick with YouTube. But I don't know like what would be better.
帽子の棒
Boshi no bo. Why am I forgetting this? Oh no, I think I got it. Okay. Trick to remember Boshi. With Boshi, for half of it, like the left side is this like this thing. I wish I could write it better. Let's see if I can. I'll make it big. First part of Boshi is right there. And I'm excuse the like the really nasty handwriting. But the second part of Boshi is how I use it to remember the mnemonic. It's like the second part is actually so the whole kanji is this. This is the kanji for Boshi, which is Boshi's hat, by the way. So what's interesting about that is the kanji on the right side, right? This right here. That means sun. That means eye. So you wear a hat to cover your eyes from the sun. That's how I remember Boshi no Bo. So just like a little mnemonic for y'all. I've never been on Twitch before, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that makes sense too. What are you using to study kanji? So it's a very janky setup. So my kanji setup is Anki, of course. I feel like you have to have an SRS, spatial recognition type of platform, and Anki is free for desktop, so I use that. I use jisho.org for stroke order referencing, and also for the onyomi, kunyomi, the different readings. But for the actual list of kanji, I just Googled this, like, you know, N2 kanji back when I was first starting out. And I found this really nice document on the JapanesePage.com. And it's literally a PDF page of just kanji. Like kanji. I wish I could share my screen on this, but with Twitch, I think you can't, or I'm sorry, with YouTube, I think you got to have like a streaming platform like OBS. And I'm not using anything right now. But I'll link it later. Well, actually, I can just link it now. I forgot there's actually a chat here. So I use something like this. And it's literally just a page of kanji, 5 kanjis with their readings. And I'll have the English pronunciation as well as the Japanese pronunciation, the meaning, as well as examples of the word. And I use this for N2, I use this for N3, and I use this for N4. I reached out to the website when I finished everything, and I was like, where's the N1 version? And they were just like, you know, we don't have one. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on N1. I might have to take the more traditional route, which is getting like a textbook or something, but I don't know. I'll see how I'll do that. But this is how I learned the first 1,000 characters. So if anybody wants to do this, this is the way for sure. At least that worked for me. Again, it's a janky setup, but it's just one of those. And I'm specifically practicing not only reading the kanji, but also writing. So you got to take your time anyway. So I thought I might as well make it thorough. So I use these different tools. So Anki, jisho.org, and then this JapanesePage.com PDF file. So that's the N4 one that I just linked.
Getsu, gatsu, tsuki.
Damn, I think I pressed incorrect on the Boshi kanji.
Getsu, gatsu, 月
Easy. Moon, 月曜日。1月、月。
初暴く立つ
初、暴く、立つ。I think this is like depart. That's what it is. Nice. 出発 to depart. 初、暴く、立つ. To be honest, I only found popular pronunciations with the hatsu reading, but
午前の午馬
gozen no go. So afternoon. Damn, these are so simple, but I just forget these. Shit. I'm gonna look. Easy, and I forgot.
赤尺赤い
Seki, shaku, akai. Red, but okay, this is what I'm talking about. I can write like complicated into kanji, but the simple ones, because I started learning them backwards, will just kind of just crap on me sometimes. But I should be able to do this. Hold up. Oh, nice. I've been using Wani Kani to learn how to read the kanji and remembering the kanji to learn how to write, but the Japanese page seems really helpful. Oh, nice. You know, I don't know what it is about me, man. I'm like weirdly, I don't know how my brain works. I try to figure out so long because I've tried to use so many different like apps and like softwares and different things to help facilitate my learning kanji, and nothing really kind of resonated with me. And I just figured, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just like the old fashioned type. And I wanted to just get like textbooks and do it, but I thought I'd Google something first. And this list came up and I was like, oh, let's give it a shot. So of course it was a little weird for the first couple of days, but once you build up a rhythm, you know, I'm glad I did it this way. So, but Will, as long it depends on whatever works for you, man. Like, I mean, if Wani Kani and remembering the kanji are helping you and you're actually making progress, then you don't need anything else. But like I said, everyone kind of has their own thing. So as long as you find it, which sounds like you have, which is good. And then after that, it's just a matter of consistency for sure. But what's that kanji I'm on again?
赤尺赤い
Dude, why can't I remember red? Shit. Red. Got that one wrong.
名前の名名
Oh, I just did this one yesterday. Oh, yeah, it was this. 名前の名。名前、有名。
逆進める
約束。Nice. 進める約束。
祭りごと聖書
Not gonna get you wrong this time. Seiji politics.
以下のい
以下のい。Oh shit. Why am I getting this wrong? I think that's right. Nice.
強豪強い
強固強い strong 最強強い
泥棒の棒
泥棒の棒 stick checking the stroke order right now. That's one thing I like to also be picky about is the stroke order. So if I, make a mistake or something, even if the kanji character looks right, I go back and make sure I get the stroke order right because it's a twofold thing, right? Again, more practice can never hurt. So rewriting the kanji can never hurt. But once you get down the stroke order, even Japanese people, like my girlfriend will often say, she's Japanese, and she'll often say like, oh my God, I thought this was a stroke order. Like, oh, so it's not one of those things where you're terrible if you don't get a stroke order right. I just feel like it helps because there's like a rhyme and reason to all this. And for the most part, there's a method to the madness of kanji. And you'll be able to see a character if you really focus on stroke order and you'll kind of know like, this is probably how you write it. And you'll just understand because you're following like kind of set patterns. Every once in a while, they'll come across something really weird. Like the kanji for kabin is just kabin is like a face. That kanji is a little weird for me, but every once in a while, the weird ones will come across, and strangely enough, because they're weird, they'll stand out and stick in your memory more. You know what I'm saying? So I think following the stroke order is pretty important.
you, migi.
Migi, right. Let's see if I get this right, dude. Again, stroke order on this thing. I think it's down, right, downward line, then it's the horizontal line. But let's double check. And hidari is the horizontal line first. Yep, sweet. Yu migi, sayu migi, cool.
Shi, kami.
Shikami, this is just paper. Nice.
Bai, kau.
Buy, kau, buy. Kaimono.
Shin, makoto.
Shin, ma. Oh, this is like shashin no shin. And like ma is like makura, like completely dark. So I believe it's this. Yes, dude, sometimes you'll just get one and it's like a Hail Mary pass. And you'll be like, repetition works. Because like you won't even remember it, but your hand just moves. By the way, and the way I'm kind of talking right now, this is something I feel like is so useful to have when you are just studying kanji, because that's why I feel like study buddies and just having groups to study in are so nice. Because I mean, of course, you can just talk to yourself. That works, right? And I did it for like 7 months. But when you're kind of actually talking to somebody who's hearing and potentially, you know, they're gaining something from it, it kind of makes you feel less insane for just talking to yourself all the time. But yeah.
In, nomu.
In nomu, to drink. Inshoku, nomimasu. Drink.
Yo, arakajime.
Oh shit. Yoyaku. Nice.
Ji, motsu.
Ji motsu. To hold. Mm-hmm.
Sei, shou, aoi.
Sei, sho, oh, why am I forgetting all the colors, bro? Okay, now I think I got it. Sei, sho, aoi. Blue.
Gaku, raku, tanoshii.
Gaku, raku, tanoshii. Fun. Ongaku, music. Rakuchin.
Ko, takai.
Oh, I learned this yesterday. Cool. Let's see if I remember this. Do you have any plans to JLP? So, Will, good question. That is exactly why I decided to study Japanese. Was last year, naively, I was like, in July, I was like, bro, I'm gonna take the JLPT. I can speak perfectly. I mean, I say perfectly, but relatively, right? I can speak well. I can understand everything. I can't read and write. So let's focus on that skill and let's take the JLPT. Because my goal, again, I said my goal is to move back to Japan. And although I'm likely going to stick with my current job and just work remotely over there from Japan, and basically my working hours will be nighttime over there, right, to match the US. I was like, you know, you never know what kind of opportunities arise and you want to maximize your potential. So like, yeah, I might as well have that certification. Like 3.5 or 4 months into my kanji session, I was like, all right, I have a fixed schedule. I have to study this many characters, so I'll be able to make the deadline for the JLPT and actually do well on it. I find out like in October that they're just not even, they canceled it for the world because of COVID. And I was like, all right, no worries. You know what? They'll give me more time because I'm also doing an MBA right now, which is finally finishing up in a couple of weeks here. But I was like, all right, no worries. That means I can kind of take less stress off myself, take some stress on myself, and just balance everything better. And I'll take it in July. Turns out the US doesn't have a JLPT in July. And so now it's it's pretty much a wait till December of this year to take the JLPT. So I still am planning on it. What I'm not sure of, depending on my progress, is if I'm just going to stick with the N2, which was my original plan, or just go straight to the N1. I think I'm just going to take the N2 because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and people are just like, it's even if you know the content, knowing the test is a different story, which makes sense, right? So I figure I'll take the N2, hopefully do well on it, and basically have at least something to show for my efforts that I could put on potential resumes or whatever, while I prep for the N1 July 2022. By that time, I should be in Japan. So that's the plan. N2 first, I think. Like 70% sure I'm gonna do the N2 first in December here, and then take the N1 the year after. That's not to say I will stop. I will just study N2 content and going forward. Again, after I finish these N2 kanji, I'm going to go into N1 and stuff like that. But yeah, I was in the same boat last year, but hopefully I can take. Oh, dude, that's awesome. N3 is tough, man. So I don't know how long you've been studying Japanese, but the two things I've heard are the biggest jumps in the JLPT are like N4 to N3 and then N3 to N2. So like by the time I'm going to N1, it's just kind of doing what you've been doing, just with more content. But when you go from N4 to N3, suddenly you've got complicated kanji compounds, and you've got relatively complicated sentence structure and stuff like that you got to consider, and then that just gets steroided up for N2. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, just keep the grind up, man. I'm sure you'll be able to do fine. I mean, like I said, it sounds like you have a solid system already, so keep it up and good luck, man. Hopefully you both can take it this year. I'm not sure where you're based out of, but I think I'll be just taking it here in Texas. I think Houston is our site, so we'll see. And I just got Takai wrong.
Boshi no bo.
Okay, so again, this one I got it right when I first popped up, but I accidentally clicked the wrong button.
Gozen no go. Uma.
Gozen no go. Afternoon.
Seki, shaku, akai.
Oh, I'm not going to use wrong this time. Red. Hi, Fahad. So glad to see you back in you. Tim, thanks, man. I appreciate you joining up the chat. Yeah, I'm super excited to kind of talk to people that watch the channel again, and hopefully turn this into something semi-interesting that people would actually, people that are interested in Japanese studying would care about. So that's the plan. But it's good to have you back. Thanks for your support and actually remembering me over this like 3-year kind of hiatus, I guess.
Namae no na, me.
Namae no na, yume.
Ko takai.
Ko takai. Tim, I am not living in Japan anymore. I actually moved back to Texas in October 2017. I came back to go back to school and kind of get some work experience that I could, either work remotely in Japan from a company over here or work over there for a company. And luckily I've been able to not only go back to school and, hopefully finish up my MBA here soon in a couple of weeks, but also get a job that I can work remotely from. And so the plan is to actually move back to Japan at the end of this year. So hopefully then I'll be able to have content beyond just kanji study videos. But yeah, and the way I'm doing that is not because I want to keep this job, I think, while I'm over there. So I do have a Japanese girlfriend who I've been with for over 8 years now. So we're planning on getting married. So it's going to be by that marriage route. So yeah.
Sei, sai, nishi.
Nishi. Why do I always forget Nishi, bro? No, I think I got it. Congrats, that's amazing. Did you teach English in Japan? I can't remember. Yeah, I sure did. You got it. which is kind of cool. So I did have a Japanese language background before moving to Japan, and I did my bachelor's and my first master's in actually biology. So I got placed in a school that was called a super science high school. So not only did I get a chance to teach English, I also got a chance to teach science in English, which is pretty cool. I think because the school's goal was to really kind of globalize your kids. And then because I could speak Japanese, I got to do like a translation class for high school students that are prepping for entrance exams. So I had a pretty nice little diverse experience, but overall, definitely the focus was English. Sai Se Nishi. Sei Sai Nishi. Kansai, right? Okay, good.
ほう、豊か。
Ho Yutaka. What intonation was that? Ho Yutaka. I've been relearning my Japanese by using the Yankee textbook. It's crazy how much you forget. I took 3 years in high school and 1 year in college. I miss Japan so much. I went for 2 weeks. Dude, it is wild how quickly the brain just don't need it and just throws away like information. I really hate that. And so it's really, especially with second and third or however many languages you may learn, if you don't use it, you will lose it, man. And it's crazy how fast that'll happen. So it's cool that you're coming back into it. Muscle memory is real, so I'm sure you're gonna pick it up much more quickly than you did when you're first learning it. But just keep at it, man. And if you want, I will have these type of study sessions daily. I am gonna evolve the stream where hopefully within the next few days, I'm gonna get like an iPad Air and actually have my kanji writing being streamed to the screen so y'all can see it. And we could just have like little daily study sessions, man. During high school, it was after the earthquake and the Japanese government sent us there for free. Dude, that is awesome. Man, okay, so I'm so jealous of people that had the opportunity to learn it in high school. I actually didn't start learning Japanese until I was like 22 or 23 or something. Like it was really late. It was after college. So the fact that you got to get such early exposure and you actually got to go to Japan, like right after the earthquake, that's awesome. That's really cool. Even hiragana, katakana. Yeah, dude, anything. Even if you're just watching anime, even if you're just practicing hiragana, katakana, whatever it is, getting input, but also doing output, it's so important for sure. That'd be awesome. Yeah, man, I'm really hoping it does turn into something. Even if we can get like a handful of people, it's not really a goal to monetize this or anything. I just want to create a space where not only I can interact with people, but we can get a little study group going and just kind of, improve our Japanese together. So that's the plan.
子供の子、し、つ。
子供の子、し、つ。Easy. 分子。
上、上、神、上げる、登る。
上、上、神、上げる、登る。
勉強の勉、勤める。
勉強の勉、勤める。Exertion, 勉強。
週末の週。
Shit. Okay, I think I got this. Nice. Yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm getting really. The fact, even if it's just 3 or 4 people in the chat, I'm getting so excited about this. So I think I'm gonna go pick up an iPad this weekend, and we can start something, man. That'd be really cool. Hopefully, I'll be able to set something up.
洋室の洋。
洋室の、洋室の洋。Western.
濃く、黒い。
濃く、黒い。Black. Nice.
し、使う。
し、使う、use. 天使 like angel.
小、小さい。
小、小さい small.
集、集まる。
集、集まる。 Collect.
研究の件、飛ぶ。
Kenkyu no Ken. Togu. Research.
さ、左。
Hidari. Okay. Sayu and left. Hidari. Nice.
食、式、色。
Shoku. Shiki. Iro. Color. Nice.
高、高い。
Again, you. Bastard. High. Tall. Expensive.
法、豊か。
Hosaku. Riches. Abundance. All right. Cool. So I think in total I did like 85 characters today or something. But now I'm going to just learn 6 more characters today. I don't think it's going to be very interesting at this point because you guys won't be able to hear anything. So I think I'm just going to end the stream here today. But hopefully, guys, the plan is, like I said, within the next few days, maybe by next week, have a setup where y'all can see my face, y'all can see my writing pad, y'all can see my computer monitor. So you can see my whole setup and really kind of work alongside with me if you want, or just watch me mess up and do stuff for on the stream. But until then, I'm going to keep logging on and doing it kind of this way until everything's set up. I appreciate y'all joining in. It was really fun to kind of catch up with some of you guys, and I really, really appreciate y'all making the time. I know there's a million other things y'all could be doing, but yeah, this is it for tonight's stream, guys. I'll probably be back tomorrow. And until then, I'll see y'all next time.